recording on. Jump to
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can see the screen?
Okay, good. I can. Looks good.
Right, okay. So basically this is really, really simple to use. You need to add your account, and basically to add your account is just put in your Gmail account, comma, and password with no space in between, okay? And then if just click to start in to check your account settings. Once that's worked, it will give you the channels that you've got connected to that Google account. So if you're using a multi-channel account, then what will happen is it will give you a drop down of all the channels in that account, and whatever one you choose from the accounts section is what will be showing, okay? So I don't want to go into the account section. I will have videos on that in the member area because I know that your accounts will be showing in there, so I don't want to give away your password, okay? So what we do next is we just click up here to add a project, this little green plus sign here. Give your project a name that's for your use only, so that you know what your video is about, okay? Give it an event title. Try and put a compelling headline in there. If you're using the article optimization commando, there's a headline suggestion tool. Sorry, it gives you suggestions for compelling headlines. Okay, just one click and it will, takes a couple of seconds. It pulls back a whole bunch of compelling headlines to give you some ideas, so that you can improve on your click-through rate when it's showing in the Google search results. Okay. Description. Now, I don't suggest you do like I've done here. I've just done this for the sake of a demonstration, but I've got videos on how to use article optimization commando where we use grouped keywords from Google. Okay, so we take the closest grouped keyword from Google, and we in that keyword group, for example, might have something like 12 or 14 different keywords, and they all look very, very similar. Okay. What I do with those is I use those like the old keyword density. The old keyword density where we used to have, the exact match phrase, and we used to do like 5% or 10% density or whatever it was, yeah. What I do is with that is I use that closest grouped keywords, and it's kind of like doing a semantic density that way, okay? Basically, it's Google telling you how to optimize your content. Now, the advantage of doing that is when you're in the YouTube description, you can get away with doing things like hashtags. Okay, so you can put all those in there as well. And as you're adding those keywords into your content, whether you do it contextually in a sort of paragraph or you do it via hashtags, you will see it turning green. Okay. And you're getting your keywords in there, so you can see how optimized you are with that particular tool. So it's a fantastic addition as a bonus to this particular tool. Okay, that one sells at $97 on its own, so it's great value. Okay, tags, put in relevant tags. Again, you can use something similar to the semantic keywords if you want to, but this is I like to keep my tags a little bit shorter if I'm going for a very, very specific kind of keyword, but the semantics will work. Just got to watch that you don't have too many tags and it doesn't let you to publish, okay? Then you select a video from wherever you are, wherever you stored it on your hard drive. Okay, you got a question there?
I was just gonna back up and say, for the enter an event description, you really want to be able to get all the relative keywords that you're trying to rank for in that particular box, correct?
And the tags or the description? For the description? Yeah. Yes. Let me just show you very, very quickly. Okay, let me just jump out of there and jump in here. This, can you see this?
I can.
Right, okay, you can see here, look. I've taken from the tool itself.
Wait, I'm on your GoToWebinar screen. There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
So you can see the article software, yeah?
Yes, I can see it.
Right, okay, let me just jump back a couple of steps so that people are not confused. So I've put in the search term in the software, and it's going to pull the results from the Google Keyword Planner. You can see that Google automatically opens up the ad group ideas, okay? Now I chose the closest one possible to my keyword, which in this situation is press release SEO. You can not see that properly. It's a little bit blurred, okay? Now you can see it. Right, so if I just go over, if all I did was click on this little arrow over here, okay, to put that particular group over here. So it's no longer over here, but what I can do is I can click up here and you can see my keywords in here. They're very, very closely related. These are what I call semantic density keywords. This is a strategy that I use for YouTube sort of descriptions and stuff like that. Now, if I want to take all of these, just copy and paste them and close this, and then I can jump over to where it says optimize video, and then I can go to imported keywords. That's the keywords that you're seeing in here, okay? That's all of the keywords you're seeing in here. So if I come over here and I paste those in, you will see that this changes color, okay? If it's got one mention, it's in green. If it's got more than two, if it's got two, it's in blue. If it's got three mentions, it's in, 3, etc. This one's got 7, for example. But it's allowing you to see how well optimized your content is. Now, the quick and easy way, once you've got that in there, the quick and easy way to make this look not spammy is to put hashtags in here, okay? Oh, that's the pound sign. Let me just switch this over to the American keyboard. So what we do then is we put the hashtag in here like this, and we close these off, these gaps, okay? That's the way we do the hashtags. And it doesn't look so spammy, and you can get away with this in YouTube, okay, for the descriptions. We can get away with quite a lot of sort of keyword stuffing if we do it in this sort of fashion. So what we're doing then is we've got the choice to either put it in here like this or do articles where you've got pretty well optimized, okay? Also in here you've got these additional SEO ranking factors that I put in. These are the stuff that I like to see, and you can see if you click on there to calculate score, I've got a SEO score 91.77. So you can see this is really a good addition to the YouTube Live software, okay? So it's coming with the bonus.
Right on.
Right, okay, so basically,
yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Well, we're giving them everything they need to be able to rank, and I showed you the Ifttt strategy earlier, which we can cover briefly after I've done this. When you did the last one, the one that you did on your own, Todd, what quality did you stream at? 1080?
Yeah, I was really high. I went for the largest one.
All right, let's take this down to 480 is decent quality, and it will stream faster, and it will be onto, it won't be processing in the YouTube results for so long, yeah. 720 is a good one. I usually go for 720 when I'm doing it, if I'm just doing a normal video upload. Let's just take 480 for the sake of demonstration purposes for this, okay? So I'm just going to choose 480. I'll click on add the project, and then we have the checkbox over here, and click on the tab, and the video should kind of preload. This might take a second because we've got a little bit of lag time, probably due to my internet here in Thailand slowing down stuff, and my computer's got a whole bunch of stuff going on. What I like to do is I like to click this little button, just make sure it loads up, and let it play for a couple of seconds. Okay, what's going on here? Is it still buffering or what? Yeah.
It might be the video lag from from the VPS back to where you are.
I think with GoToMeeting as well is
yeah, there's a lot of bandwidth being used. I didn't have that problem.
Okay.
Not that it's a problem. Go ahead and just start it up. The screen may not render as fast as normal, but
so what we do now is we just click on this Start YouTube Live Event. Okay. Now at this point we don't touch the software. Just leave it. You will get a red error showing at the top. Okay. Just ignore it. The software takes care of that. It's just we're switching from a live sort of broadcast over to streaming a particular video, okay? A pre-recorded video, I should say. So it's gone live now. And we don't touch it. We just don't touch it. We just don't interact with it.
Yeah, I made the mistake the first time of running it, and I started typing in things, and I was like, oh, this is a macro.
Yeah,
it's running all by itself. And then it takes off. And I was doing my Spider Spanker Pro video as a test, and it was ranking immediately on page 1.
Yeah. And it's still showing us processing in that in the search results. I'll show you that in a second. So you see here the status is good now, yeah? That's because we're streaming what it can handle, okay? So before, when you had the red bad, is because you tried to do too high at 1080, okay? But this one at 480 works good. It won't affect the rankings, I don't think.
That Spider Spanker video is so old, I don't even think it was encoded in that high. I don't know if that matters or not, but
yeah, I'm
pretty sure it wasn't.
Okay, so this video, I believe, is about 3 minutes or so. Okay, so this has to stream for 3 minutes. You know, it must do that. It must stream the whole pre-recorded video as if it's been streamed live in a live event, like a webinar, for example. You know, if it's 3 minutes long, then it will stream for 3 minutes. It has to get the whole video in there. So just don't touch anything. Let it do its work in the background, and it will be good to go. Okay, so while that's happening, why don't we jump over and we'll have a look at those search results that you got, okay, and I'll show them some interesting things as well, because I think this is really relevant for people to understand. Let me just go over here, and we go over to the Spider Spanker video. So you can see here you've still got that sort of gray thumbnail. That's because...
Give me another click on your screen. I'm seeing the... Okay, now I'm seeing go to webinar.
Okay.
Tab. There it is.
Right, okay. So we're in the results from that one you uploaded a couple hours ago, 4 hours ago, it says here. Now we're still getting this gray processing here. That I haven't updated this for you know, a while. So what is happening there, what I think is happening here, is that YouTube is rendering that video from a live event into a YouTube video, okay? So even though you're getting the video URL immediately as soon as the video has streamed inside the software, it still takes time for Google to process it, but it's not affecting the rankings in any way. It's just not affecting rankings at all. It's just, you know, shoved it up there straight away, almost immediately. Yeah. Okay, so if I click this again,
I think it was ranking number 2. I think that video is like 6 minutes, 7 minutes long.
Yeah.
And by the time I watched it one time and checked the rankings, it was already there.
Yeah. Okay, so it's still got that processing look about it. Okay, so there's not a lot we can do. It's in YouTube land at the moment. We have to wait for YouTube to fully process it for however long that takes. It might take a few hours. I don't know. We just have to wait and see, but it's not affecting the ranking. So it's a good idea as well to sort of pre-schedule these, and you can see in the software that you can do that as well. You can schedule, and it works pretty well if you do it like that. So you can just have it running in a VPS in the background all the time, okay? Now let me show you something else that's kind of interesting. If we go over to these search results here, this is what I was talking about before, and this is on the software as well. If I open up the software here, you will see that we got an Ifttt tab. Can you see that?
I see Spin Rewriter 5 Google search results. Okay,
it should jump over to the software in just a second.
Now I see it.
Okay, so we got an Ifttt tab in there. For anybody who doesn't know, Ifttt.com is a free web service that basically lets you syndicate your content. Ifttt stands for if this then that, okay? So we can put in what they call recipes, and basically it's just instructions, okay? And what the kind of instructions we can give it is, if I upload a new video to YouTube, then make it post on Tumblr, okay? And if I make a post on Tumblr, then make it get bookmarked on Deagle, or make it get bookmarked on Delicious. So what I've done in here is I have created a sequence of these syndication instructions with Ifttt.com. All you have to do is you go in here, you put your username for your Ifttt account, put in your password, okay, and then you can put in an RSS feed. That's a little bit more advanced. We'll cover that in the members area. And then you can put in some anchor text as well. Okay. Now we got a new software coming out in 2 weeks. Todd, we're doing another launch in 2 weeks. And what it's doing with this is creating Ifttt accounts, so we don't need to buy them on Fiverr. But what it's doing as well, because we can create hundreds of them, what we want to be able to do is to be able to change the anchor text in here, because otherwise it gets too much of the same anchor text. So what that one is going to do, or what it does actually, because we've actually got it ready, is it logs into every Ifttt account every day, and it changes the anchor text, because we cannot spin within Ifttt. All it can do is take what content is already there and follow the instructions you're giving it. So the only way we can do it is by giving it different instructions for the anchor text every day. So we've got an auto scheduler in that one, and it will go in every single day and it will change that anchor text around, and you can add thousands of different anchor texts and URLs if you want to use like 3 or 1 URLs. Anyway, so let's get back to this. So basically what we want to do, username, password, you need to log into the Ifttt account first, and you need to connect your YouTube account within ifttt.com. Okay, you need to connect Facebook, and this particular strategy is using high PR Tumblr accounts. Now, if you go over to SEO Clerks, I will put the link in the members area. There's a guy on SEO Clerks that will sell high PR Tumblr accounts. Okay, so let me show you the effect of this. Once you've added that and you've set up your Ifttt account, you just click Start Creating Recipes. It takes about 60 seconds, and these get completed. And that means every video you upload will go through that sequence of syndication. Okay, you don't have to do anything more after that. So it
records your actions, and then that's your recipe?
It will, what you're telling Ifttt is, if I upload a new video, or if I favorite a new video in YouTube, then make a post with that video into Tumblr. And if I make a post in Tumblr, then bookmark it with Diggle, bookmark it with Delicious, etc., etc. Okay, that's what it's doing. That's what it's telling it. So that every time you upload, every time you favorite, that happens automatically. And the way that it works is because Ifttt do a data run every 15 minutes to go and see, is there any new content there? Okay, when it sees a new content, whether it's an upload or whether it's a favorite, it will grab that video and it will make the post to Tumblr. And 15 minutes later, it should have gone and checked Tumblr and said, oh, we got a new post here. Let's go and get that bookmarked over to Diggle. Let's go and get that bookmarked over to Delicious. It's all automatic, one time, set and forget. Okay, I know it's
where do you get the recipe for that?
I've built it into the software.
Okay, so the recipes are already created.
Let me just go into Ifttt. Wow. Yeah, it's already created. I've already put the sequence in. We've already put the strategy in there. All they have to do is connect their YouTube account, connect their Facebook account, add the high PR Tumblr. So if I log into Ifttt, for example, let me see if I've got one that I recognize in here that might have it. I know that we took a lot out. When I'm testing, sometimes I forget to go and change the recipes. So you can see I don't have any recipes here. I can give you a demo of that maybe after this one. But basically what happens once you've got all that syndication, look at this. Okay, so this is a YouTube live video. And this was sitting at #1 within hours for that particular keyword, Spin Rewriter 5, okay. Very competitive launch, that one. And Spin Rewriter 5
so
review.
You're launch jacking on that Spin Rewriter 5 launch, right?
Yeah. And with the Spin Rewriter 5 review, I don't want to jump over there because I want to show you something here first. You will see, a whole bunch of people that had created websites like spinrewriter5.info and spinrewriter5review.com, those kind of keywords they had in their domain, so they were trying to do the exact match domain. Imagine how much work it takes to set up a WordPress site, to go and get the content, to go and do all that work. And then somebody comes, just within hours with a simple video that took, about half a minute to set up, and he's sitting there and it's just pissing all over them, But look down here, you can see Tumblr. Okay, so what's actually happening there is that's the syndication going on with the Ifttt tab. Okay, that means that Ifttt.
I'm still looking for Tumblr.
Okay, here. You can see where I've highlighted. Yeah, this is a PR5 Tumblr account. Okay, I think I paid about $100 for this one, but it's a great return on investment because I keep using it all the time. Okay, so every time I upload a video, then it will go to this Tumblr account, and it will get, that Tumblr post will get bookmarked. It just happens automatic. Now what's cool about this Tumblr will have this video in that Tumblr post, okay? Therefore, it is linking to this one. So this one is getting a backlink from a page one piece of content here, which is a PR5 page one piece of content. So the hierarchy of the ranking is already working really well, because the Tumblr is showing up like it should do, like we want it to, by the way that we've done the syndication, because we're not getting all the backlinks coming back into the YouTube channel. Instead, we're getting all the backlinks from Ifttt. Once it's into Tumblr, it's getting backlinked from various different accounts. Let me just go over here quickly to show you the channels that I've got in here. It might make more sense. If I go over here to the activated channels, let me know when you can see this.
I can see it.
Yeah, okay. So these are the websites we're working with. So whenever I've got something in Tumblr, it's being sent to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is therefore giving it a link back, okay? It's being sent to Storyfy. Storyfy gives it a link back. It's being sent to Flickr. Flickr gives it a link back, okay? Facebook gives it a link back from pages, from Facebook groups, from your main profile, etc. Buffer is another good one, because it gives us the opportunity to use a separate Facebook account as well as a separate Twitter account. Delicious is bookmarking, Dig is bookmarking, Digo is bookmarking, Bitly is bookmarking. All of that's happening in the background, okay? Just one time, set and forget. So once we got that done, that's what's happening. Right, so let's come back over here. So what's happening here is the Tumblr is ranking as it should be, as we've instructed it to happen in the Ifttt account. So this is a page one backlink linking to our video that we really want to get ranked. So this is very, very good strategy, and all working automatically in the background, and it's all in the front end stuff, okay? So you can see that we put a lot of thought into this to make it really effective for people so they can get success. It's not a product that's built just for a launch. It's a product or a combination of products that have been built over months or even more than a year, that is put together in one package, and they can buy that for $37. I mean, it's a crazy price.
Yeah, no, it's really, really inexpensive for all of the things that you can do, and especially just the knowledge of learning how to use Ifttt. I remember you turned me on to that service, I think it might have been maybe 3 months ago, and I signed up for an account, and I haven't really had a chance to go in and really put my own processes into it. But what's cool about it is, you know how you get those daily recipes that other people submit?
Yeah.
And it sort of just gives you some ideas. You're like, oh, whoa, that's cool. I wonder how the guy did that.
Yeah.
So then you automatically just start thinking about other ways that, you know, you can create recipes that obviously help automate our tasks in SEO. I mean, that's what we do. And if you've already got a lot of recipes already ready for Ifttt that will backlink these videos to get them ranking for more competitive terms. I know Spider Spanker Pro review probably isn't the most competitive term, and it didn't have a single backlink pointing to that video,
yeah,
and it ranked within 5 or 6 minutes. But definitely I can see that if you're going after a huge launch jack, then you definitely want to put in you know, click the start button on the Ifttt so that you start getting those social signals and those backlinks into that that live streaming video. And I think one of the other things that I wanted to mention is that I think the evolution of your system here is building upon the great rankings that we all saw over the past year with Ranking Hangouts.
Yeah.
And now we add to that and do the live streaming of sort of a hangout, and this whole process that you've developed on top of that, I think just gives everything just that extra bump.
Yeah, well, we're giving them everything they need here to be able to go and rank the videos. Now, you will see some other tabs up here that are not part of the front end. There's 2 tabs up here. We got one here called Social Bookmark. which is a light version of my social bookmark Commando software. And the reason I wanted to put just the light version is because I wanted to make it really affordable for people who have just spent $37. Now, $37 in itself isn't a lot of money for what they get on that front end, but you know, for some people it can be quite a significant investment, and I want them to take things a step further. So what I did was create a light version of this, and what happens here is really cool as well, because we can go over to the tab to create the profiles, and basically you can see here, let me know when you can see this.
I can see it.
Right, okay, so basically they just click on this button that says randomize, and it will fill in a profile detail. And then they come down here, and where it says use default server, choose Hotmail. It works quite well with Hotmail. And then you can just simply click on create an account, okay? And it will go and create an account for you.
Right.
And I haven't got the captcha settings in here, so I need to do X G R S N. There you go. I saved myself 0.01 cent on captcha. Okay, so
this has death by captcha integrated. I saw that earlier.
Yeah. There's a way you can use the GSA capture breaker. My customers keep telling me, but I've never figured out how to do it. So I'll need to get one of them to do a video on how that's done. So if you got a tool like that, it can be done. Okay, so now I've done that. I've verified the account as well, and it's really fast. And now what we've got is this over here. You can see it's loading up 29 social accounts. Okay, and how long did that take? 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Okay.
I'm laughing.
Well, I haven't got any settings in here for captchas, so I'm not going to run it. Otherwise, we'll be sitting here filling out captchas all day long. Okay, but if you've got a captcha solver in there, you start creating accounts, and believe me, this is really, really fast. Okay, it will take about 3 minutes to go through all of these and create accounts, and then simply go over to the social bookmark, and you can put your YouTube live events video in here. And if you just put the URL and click on video detail, it will pull in your title and your description from YouTube. Okay, and just give it a project name. You can put a time delay in between posting. Put a keyword in here, and you can just add the project and then start social posting, and it will go and get you a bunch of bookmarks. But the good thing is you don't need to just have one profile. You can go and create more of these. Create as many as you want. Okay, you know, I've got customers that got over 20,000 profiles with up to 29 accounts in each, and so they got serious firepower, and it's all working in the background. As long as you've got the proxies, you need proxies to do that. You know, more than sort of 3 profiles a day, you really need to be using proxies, and it will cost you a bit in captures as well to do that amount of accounts. But you know, we've got people that have been building them for months and months and months, and they've got well over 20,000 profiles with up to 29 social accounts in each. So you can see the firepower that they have built up with a one-time cost software.
Right. Wow, that's great.
Right. So that's the OTO one, and that's, you know, that's really going to give you a variation in your backlinking as well. Bookmarks work really, really well with YouTube videos for backlinking. And the next one, the OTO2, is kind of special. Excuse me a second. I'm just going to grab a drink. What this does is it will go and find your video on the Google search, and then it will click on the video link, and it will go and view the video. So I just took a sip of energy drink there. So what's happening is it's going to look for your video according to the keywords that you put in this little box here. So for example, this video, you might have keywords like Tube Live Commando, demo, Tube Live Commando webinar, Tube Live Commando review, whatever, bonus, etc., etc. You can put those keywords in here, put your URL as it is in the Google search, okay? Go and find it in the Google search first, and put it in here, or go and find it on YouTube. Be careful here, because sometimes people will put in HTTP when it says HTTPS in the Google search, okay? You need to make sure you've got it correct. That's why you need to be careful. Right, now when you've done that, just give it a project name. Choose how many views you want to get, and put a time delay if you want to put a time delay. You can even drip feed the views over 30 days, which is a good thing to do, okay? And you can enable auto video viewer, that means it goes on schedule over the 30 days, okay? So every time you have that selected, then it will do that automatically. It just works in the background, okay? So what's happening here?
Yeah, that's great.
It will click on the Google result according to the search term that you put in, or multiple search terms. It will do one search at a time. And then it will find the video, and it will go and click through and watch the video. It will watch between 65 and 100% of the video. And what's really, really important here is we don't need thousands of views. We don't even need hundreds of views. People like Ray, the video guy, he showed me this strategy and I automated it, okay? He's done it with about 30, 40, 50 views, okay? The guy who did the spin rewriter did about 40 or 50 views, okay? You know, it's not that many needed. What people need to understand with views, you know, you get these websites where they sell you 5,000 views, 10,000 views, you can get them in Fiverr, etc. You've got to take a step back, guys, and think about this logically, okay? Because you can go and get, say, 2,500 views in a 24-hour period. How much search volume is that keyword that you're targeting getting? I see people doing this, like 5,000 views in 24 hours, thinking, oh yeah, I'll get loads of views. They've got 200 searches per month in the search volume for that keyword. I mean, how stupid is that? I mean, come on.
Right.
It's just not.
That'll raise a red flag fast.
Yeah. It's just not logical. But they're just very, very gung ho about this, and they think, oh yeah, we get this ranking. It might work today, but you're going to get slapped someday. You know, if you've got important videos, especially if you do local marketing. You imagine going to your client and say, remember that video I made you get all those views for, and I charged you. Well, it's gone. Or remember those backlinks you bought. Now I need to ask you to pay to remove them. Something like that. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just really, you've got to think logically how we do this. So that's the way this one works. And this one is priced at $37 as well. And you've got a little viewer over here. So when it's working, when it's actually viewing the video, you can watch it if you want, if that entertains you. We put that there for people who get a kick out of that kind of thing. For me, you watch it once and then you think, okay, good, it works. Let's go and do some work. So let's go over here. And
check out the YouTube.
Our video should be done by now. So I'm just going to copy this. And you can see here we can go and edit the video on YouTube Editor, so you need to be logged into that particular account. I just want to copy this, and I want to take it over. We got a lag time again here. It's not showing the thing in here that it should. Let me just come out of the VPS and come back over to, let's go to Chrome. And we'll put that link, paste and go.
Give me a second. There.
Okay, so the video is there.
I'm on the, okay, go ahead.
You can see it now, yeah?
I can see you typing it in the search bar. Okay, now I can see it.
So there's a video, 4 minutes, 49 seconds, okay? And there we are, and it's loaded properly, and it's working already quite well. Now if I go and just take the full headline here, hopefully it's going to be showing as indexed immediately as well. This is on your channel, by the way. So yeah, we're here. So it's indexed immediately, yeah. I don't know if we can get ranking really fast for free SEO tool, something like that with this one. But we'll have a look anyway, because it's kind of fun thing to do.
Yeah, that title's really important, I'm noticing.
The what, sorry?
The title is ranks basically instantly, it seems.
Yeah, it will depend on how competitive the keyword is. I mean, free SEO tools is a very, very, very competitive keyword. For me to rank that one, you know, I'm going to need to do the Ifttt stuff. I'm going to need to do some backlinking, some bookmarking, some search and click and things like that for very competitive keywords like that. That keyword has been, you know, you've got people, you know, like you can see here, search engine watch and SEO booking. We ain't going to overtake them with a YouTube live event with backlinks. Yeah. So
Moz.
But
that's pretty strong there, but
that's basically how it works. And if you're doing this for a reasonable kind of keyword, if you're doing it for local keywords, it works really well. If you're doing it,
yeah, I can see it working really good for local keywords,
yeah,
for launch jacking and reputation management. You know, if you need to, you know, you need get another spot on the first page for a client with reputation management, then you can definitely probably get a little bio on YouTube about the guy or the business or the whatever, and see it ranking here on the first page with the software.
yeah,
that's what I see it for.
yeah. You want to give them a sneak preview of the next one coming after this?
Yeah, let's do it.
The Ifttt Backlink Commando. This is a very, very powerful tool. So remind me to take this, take the buy buttons off before you publish this video. What you can see here, we've got I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inbuilt SEO strategies. Okay, these are well thought out strategies. This Power Feed Tumblr is basically very, very similar to what is in the YouTube Live Commando, this strategy here. Okay, we're doing something very similar with the Feed Blogger, but what we're doing with the Feed Blogger is we're putting an expired domain into the Blogger account. Okay, we're using an expired domain. We'll do some videos when we come to the member site for that one. Okay, and what we can do with this is really, really crazy stuff. Where it's got anchor updater, you can see here, I can do, you know, multiple different anchors. Just put in your anchor link, put in your thing over here for what kind of keywords. So we're using generic keywords in here quite a lot. And a lot of people wonder, one of the most common questions I get asked is, you know, if you're doing all these kind of generic anchor text, how does Google know what to rank you for? And again, it comes down to your on-page optimization, okay? It comes down to this kind of stuff that we're doing here, okay? It comes down to all of this kind of stuff, what you tell it, okay? And the best way to tell it is to get Google to tell you what to tell it. It's the simplest way to do it, you know? Really, really easy kind of SEO stuff. So what we're doing with that then is we're able to basically log into these accounts every single day and change the anchor text over so that we've got something equivalent to spinning just on autopilot in the background, okay? And we built in some additional stuff in here, but look at the account creator in here. Now this is a little bit different from the last one because we've got now a bulk accounts profile creator, okay? So we don't need that many accounts within Ifttt. We need the most important ones. I'll probably update this before we do the launch in 2 weeks. Add a couple more in here. But the bulk account creator, you just choose this top button, create email and accounts. And what we did before with the one in the social bookmark, where we actually had to click a button to generate the fields, etc. This does it all automatically just by clicking this generate emails and accounts. And then you can choose to create them over 30 days, which I don't really suggest anybody does. I like to create about 10 at a time, and I can do that several times a day. And then you can choose how many accounts to create. You can choose 100, 1,000, whatever. Yeah, as long as you've got the proxies and captures to handle that, it will go and do it, okay? It won't stop until it's done. I find it works better if you do 10 profiles at a time, and that way you're doing 10 Ifttt accounts at a time, so you don't need to order from Fiverr, which costs you maybe $5 to get 2 of these done. You can do this in autopilot within minutes, and it just keeps running in the background, yeah? And you verify the accounts. Once it's created the accounts, you need to click this button here, setting up Ifttt accounts. What it will do then is, because it's created all of these separately, the Ifttt account, Delicious Deagle, what we want to do then is connect these into Ifttt, and it will do that automatically by clicking this button. And this is the result, okay? So then when we come over to the poster, for example, over here, then I can just see my accounts up here that I've got, and I can choose the account that I want to work with, okay? Let's see this one over here. This is the Tumblr strategy that was in the Ifttt. So you can see if I favorite or if I upload a video, then it posts over to Tumblr. From Tumblr, it gets linked from Buffer, which is Facebook and Twitter, gets bookmarked by Delicious, by Deagle, gets sent to a fan page. Obviously, it's got a link back because that embed code has the link to the video, okay? So the link is going back to YouTube all the time, plus there's a link going back to Tumblr. Okay, it's actually kind of a link wheel for some of these. Wherever the video will actually show, because it's a natural link rule, because if the video is showing, then it must have a link going back to the YouTube video, has to have. So you've got a link going back to Tumblr plus a link going back to YouTube. You're creating a link rule on some of these sites. Not all of them, because some of them are just simply going to be a link and not a video showing, like you know, the bookmark sites. But that's what's happening here. Pretty cool.
Wow, that is cool.
Yeah,
definitely
so that's
going to get me some of that.
Okay, so that's the next launch coming up, and you guys got a sneak preview of this one. And basically that's how it all works. I mean, but coming back to the Tube Live Commando for $37 for something as powerful as this, you know, it's just a no-brainer. It's an incredibly easy to use software. And if you ever try to use other tools like Wirecast, which some of my customers are saying it's $500, now I've seen it advertised at $197 or something. Doesn't matter. It's really fiddly to use as well. I tried to use it and I could not understand it. I had to go here and do that and change settings in YouTube to do this. And I thought, man, let's just build something. Let's do this automated, because we have a Hangout publisher. Okay, and it works exactly the same way. So I went back to my code and said, do the same thing for this. But it was not easy to put together. It was not easy to do. And there's another tool that does it, that creates videos and does it. And you know, it's not a bad tool. It does rank very, very well. There's no doubt about it. But it's like $97 a month. And it's doing those kind of text-to-speech kind of videos. Now, personally, I don't mind them if they're being used just for backlinking. But if you're using them for YouTube live events, then you can dominate the full page of Google with what I call shit content, okay? Basically, it's just not that good content. Why would you want to dominate Google with that kind of content? If all those people who have got the Easy Sketch Pro, they've got the Video Maker FX, they've got what's the other one? Explaindio. They've got great tools, fantastic tools, all of those, for creating really good videos where you can put nice marketing elements in there, you can watermark, you can put call to actions and stuff like that. All of those videos work really, really well with this. So we know that, you know, there's thousands of people bought that. So they're able to create really great videos. Now they need to rank them. There is not a better tool around that can do that. And I've put in the bonuses in the front end. They've got the Ifttt, they've got Video Spinner here as well. They can take that nice video they've done and they can do like up to 500 copies if they want. You know, personally I would do 10. It's enough. But
yeah, I was wondering what that did.
yeah, you just put in you upload your video and you choose a destination folder and choose how many you want. All it's doing is changing the video size, the byte size. Okay, and you've got unique videos in Google's eyes. Okay, that's how you spin a video. Just changes the byte size. So, you know, you can take those really great videos that you might have spent some time with Explaindio or Easy Sketch Pro to make, okay, and you can multiply them in a second, okay. It's very, very fast to do that.
Yeah, and just alter the title and the keyword and the meta descriptions.
Yeah.
So that some of them are different, and and you know, you're going to hit on some and miss on some, but you'll end up ranking for, you know, all of the different keywords that video may target. That's great.
Yeah, I think I want to
take... When I first got this from you, Tony, I didn't really see any instructional videos or anything. I just started, you know, pushing a few buttons, and the next thing I know, you know, the video's uploading, and then a few minutes later we're chatting, and it's like on page 1. I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then I look at all the other stuff you have thrown in here, and I'm just like, man, will you please do like an explainer video for me so I can you know, let everybody make sure they understand. I mean, I don't know what your sales page looks like. I'm sure there's a good video on there as well, but I really just wanted some one-on-one time with you, and I really appreciate you taking out this time. I know that you know, you're going to launch this thing tomorrow, and you're probably behind the 8 ball like we all are when we're doing that. But anyway, I really want to say, I'll let you go now. I really want to say I really do appreciate you coming on here and spending a few minutes with us and explaining all of these great benefits that this tool has. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot of excitement in the community about it, and it'll be a good launch for you. Okay,
let me throw in an additional bonus for you, for your buyers. Okay, let's do a webinar if you like. I was mentioning to you earlier that I created during the week what I consider to be my best ever SEO strategy. And let me try and be a little bit modest. I believe I've created some really good ones. This one had me jumping up and down. I didn't know whether to laugh or to cry. It's so good. What we can do is we can do a webinar, an exclusive webinar for your buyers, okay, on that strategy in about 2 weeks' time, okay? And I'm going to reveal something that will make their jaw drop, okay? It made mine drop, so if they understand what this does, which is really, really simple, they will be shocked, and, you know, we can really give people a huge advantage in SEO when we do that webinar. So that's an additional bonus for you guys, yeah?
Okay, great, man. That sounds great. Can't look forward to it. Okay.
All right, Todd, so I'm sure it's late over there. I need to go and do some videos and stuff like that. So thanks for doing this webinar.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Tony.
All right, great. Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow. I hope nothing breaks.
Yeah. Okay.